I'm getting so much feedback right now. Are y'all getting that feedback?
Feedback? No.
Okay.
No.
All right, cool. I have to figure out what's going on because I hear myself in my headphones seconds after I talk.
Oh.
I can't do that all night. That'll drive me insane.
Ouch.
Ah,
Technical difficulties,
let's see.
folks. It's all good.
No, I mean
I
it's
think it's kind of a nice, explanate what we're talking about, right? We're talking about sound and soundtracks.
Yeah, introduce the show,
right.
RG.
What's up, people? Welcome. While I know normally you're used to my man, the Elder Geek Sam, giving you the intro for the show, but don't be on the bench if you're not ready to play, right? Not ready to get in the game. So, how you doing? Welcome to Grown A Geeks. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us for tonight's show. Is a Geekmore. That's right, where we talk about the 4 best soundtracks, movie soundtracks, the 4 greatest movie soundtracks of all times. Of course, that'll be the Grown Ass Geek way. As you know, we ask you to please comment and give your opinions on whatever you feel we are saying. Put it in the comment section, please, because we want to know. Because trust me, if you say it while we're talking, you'll probably save an argument. So please say something. Then we can argue about what y'all talking about. That's awesome. Yo, what's up, fellas? How y'all feeling tonight?
I'm great.
pretty good, man. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, I found out why my echo was happening. We're good now, and we're good to go. So
Excellent, excellent,
that's what's
excellent.
up.
You taking over? You taking
No,
back
no,
over?
no, no. This look. Let me. You know what? I'm gonna do this a little bit, and then I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna sit back because every once in a while, I like to let y'all have the show, and we're. I want to say this: we're doing this show tonight. This was RG's request to do this show, and I love it. It was a great topic. We talked about it. We figured out the parameters, and here
Six
we are
weeks? I've been
doing
waiting
Mount.
6 weeks.
It was not that long. We don't do that. Don't do that. But it's about Geekmore, and of course, we do our Mount Geekmore. We have our panel. We make our picks, and then we deliberate, and we decide what actually makes the mountaintop. RG came up with a great topic: movie soundtracks, and I thought that was a fantastic idea. I know, and the reason I think it's a great idea is because Jeff is a DJ, low key. Like, don't get it twisted. Jeff is a great mixologist, and he can get the vibe right. He's a fantastic DJ. I've been somewhere where he was DJing, and let me tell you, the vibe was popping. Okay, so do
All
not let
right.
him be
Knows how to
modest
move the
over there.
crowd.
Do not let him be modest over there. The vibe was popping. He's a full on DJ. RG Kashmir is a straight up musician. Like, my man is what's the term when you have a song out? It's not. Is it published? What's the right
Yeah, I guess you
terminology?
could say published. I'm
He's
an
a
official
published. He's a published musician. He's got music out there that can be
ASCAP and
listened.
everything.
You know what I'm saying? And me, I'm just a fan. I look for the frisson when it comes to music. I like the shit that moves me. I like to be physically affected by the music. And I am not on maybe I don't feel like I'm on the same level as other people when it comes to music, but I do feel that I'm an individual when it comes to music. Like, do not discount what you think about me in terms of music. I've probably heard that song. You'd be surprised at some of the shit I like. I got playlists you wouldn't believe. So this was actually a great topic. And when you suggested it for Geekmore, movie soundtracks, I was like, okay, what are the parameters? Because the very first thing that came to mind is like, are we doing musicals? Are we just talking musicals? Or are we? And then, of course, we specified, we got into the nitty gritty, and it was soundtracks. Then, of course, it starts getting into, well, what about okay, so soundtrack, that means you have to be able to buy the soundtrack by itself, independently. That's what that's how I took
It's
that.
specific music, so the difference is between where I believe where you're going is stating the difference between a soundtrack and a score. And the score is more, the Hans Zimmer's, that music, that
John
orchestral
Williams.
music, John
The
Williams,
Danny Elfman.
Yeah, that plays in the background. It doesn't necessarily have a title. There's nobody singing on it. Things like
It's the
that.
difference between Prince doing Batman and Danny Elfman doing Batman.
Exactly. So that is the major difference. A soundtrack is something, it's music. It's released music. It's songs that you can listen to individually on its own. Has a title and a purpose of its own song. I mean, I will say it's more,
but
a
Duel
score
of
can be
Fates
the same.
is track number 4. Like, you have to be clear with that, though, because you can buy the CD. So that's
of the
why
score.
I think
that's
that,
what I'm saying.
I think that there's a lot of scores there's a lot of soundtracks where there's like 3 or 4 songs, and then a lot of the other stuff is really like technically a score. I feel like there are some scores that are iconic enough where they can be included, but I also think, like, when I was making my list, one of the things that I was trying to prevent was like there was some where it was like, yo, this got 2 or 3 bangers, and then everything else is like, or it wasn't even part of the movie that you really would think about.
You wouldn't recognize it as being that part of the movie. I'm
not even that. It's like it just ain't as good. Like for me, like my list, I feel like everything. My whole list is like in the categories I split everything into. It's the one where it's like this got banger after banger after banger, not like a super super high, and then like 5, 6 other songs that kind of get like dragged along with it. Like if we put for some of these, like if we put this soundtrack on, it's gonna play.
No skips.
We're gonna listen to the whole soundtrack.
Okay,
depending on the crowd.
Gotcha.
Okay. No, I'm with you.
Gotcha.
Look, I will say this. I am very confident, and I feel like I have adequate selections. And if we agree that one is not acceptable, I have a replacement for it. So
understood.
I'm good. I'm ready. And there was one that I felt I feel like I can make an argument for it, but I understand the difference between a soundtrack and a score. So cool.
I gotcha. All right. So then, with that said, let's not waste any time. Give us the first one that you feel is the greatest of all time. And it's there we go. Let's just get it out the way right early, right? I'm pretty sure that face is on the Geekmore. On the inside.
So let me just I'm happy to start this one. I like when I don't have to host. I like being a guest sometimes. So my very first pick for our Geekmore tonight was Purple Rain, Prince. This was the very first soundtrack that came to mind, no question, hands down. Prince is my favorite musician. And so it was not a challenge to come up with this for a soundtrack. The Purple Rain album, CD, iconic. Without a doubt, one of the greatest soundtracks to exist. And also one of Prince's most iconic and commercially successful albums.
Mm-hmm.
But even beyond that, the music is such an integral part of the film that when you listen to the music, you are thinking about scenes from the movie.
Yes.
And these songs are dope as hell if no movie had ever been made.
That's true.
Purple Rain is without a doubt the number 1 pick on my Geekmore.
There we go.
Yes, this
is an original.
That's what I'm talking about.
From when the movie first came out.
Wow.
My mom bought that.
Pops actually had. Look, it's already been decided between my siblings. I'm getting all of the Prince albums that my dad has. We ain't fighting about it. We ain't arguing about it. Look, we already know who getting them. Don't do that. I've been telling my mom, make sure it's in the will, because if anything, I don't want to. I love my siblings. I don't want it to be a Purple Rain album or controversy album that causes the rift.
I understand. Very smart.
They mine. I want them. But yeah, like the one your mom got, my pops got. He still has them. I don't even think he has a record player anymore.
Oh wow.
Now that I'm sitting here thinking, I don't know if my dad has a record player anymore. He had one for a very long time, and we used to like put the big tape.
He got Bluetooth speakers.
Oh, no! I could get him a record player, but the original tower system he had.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm thinking of.
Tower system. Wait, hold on. York's? No, I'm just fucking around.
I mean, I'm just going back. I'm having a moment, reminiscing, thinking back to the big tower with the glass door where you had to like click.
Is it not York's? Is it not who was the finger hut? It's not the finger. It's not the finger hut.
I could probably get one there. And
Jeff,
that would be a way to do it.
We might be showing our age on that one.
What's going on, Teresa? How you doing tonight, darling?
I am here.
We will take that because
that's the best I can do.
I understand. I understand. Well, welcome. Hold on, Sam. You don't get to do it because I'm hosting. So, welcome, Teresa, Dragon Lady. Thank you for joining. You are on production. Thank you for joining us, Teresa. As you know, the subject is the four greatest soundtracks of all time. So, Sam just explained his first one. So, Teresa, can you please let us know why your first choice is Purple Rain? No, I'm just playing.
My very first choice was, in fact, Purple Rain. That was my first pick. But we are curious. I'm curious, what is your first pick?
Are we going in any particular order?
No, ma'am.
No. I just wanted to make sure Purple Rain got mentioned and got that out the way.
Well, Purple Rain was actually my fifth, but y'all said to only bring four. So
no, I have like seven. So
and I've got a whole side list of soundtracks where there's like one great song that you think about, but my other ones, I just changed my name to this a little hint to one of my favorites.
Okay, I like it.
I don't want to miss a thing.
So, but I'll say that.
I don't want to close my eyes.
Oh wow, that's the time. Wow, okay,
that's like my favorite soundtrack ever. But the first one I'm going to give y'all is Waiting to Exhale.
Ooh,
that's a good one. That's a good one. Did not make my list. But that is a good one.
I'm going to imitate my wife real quick. Ooh.
I was going to say, with me being the chick on the panel, I'll give y'all a chick flick soundtrack.
Hey.
Don't act. Look,
we got emotions. We got
emotions. I picked another one. Okay. I have the other one. You picked Waiting to Exhale. I picked the other one.
Gotcha. I got you.
Okay, what's
your song? So what's your song? What's your Waiting to Exhale song? Right. Look at you, Sam. You got I'm hosting. Just wait there, man.
Okay, sorry.
My Waiting to Exhale song is Sitting Up in My Room by Brandy.
Ooh.
That's my favorite Brandy song. That's my favorite song on the joint.
Wow.
That's like, what year Waiting to Exhale come out? Like 96?
Yeah, actually, I think it was either 96 or 97.
So I'm a kid, and first of all, I'm a kid 1000% fully in love with Brandy at this point. I don't think she's betrayed me by going to
95
prom
actually.
At this point.
95.
So yeah, that was my jam. I mean, I love that whole album though. That was one of the ones I got my grandmother when we did the Columbia House scam. That was one of my joints I got from that.
Oh yeah. Now see, we actually and I feel like Statute of Limitations is over, so it's cool. I hope.
So,
We
Teresa,
had a
did you- oh,
friend
sorry, my
who
bad. Go
worked
ahead.
at a Blockbuster Music. There was a young lady that I went to school with that everybody remembers that worked at Blockbuster Music. And yeah, you had to buy something, but you would come out with a big bag.
Yeah. I remember
And,
those days.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
I was gonna
it was
say
a different time.
I'm not even that big a Mary J fan, but I might have to go with Not Gonna Cry.
Okay.
There we go.
Right.
There we go.
Life be lifing.
Right.
I was right there with you. I hear you, sister.
That was one of them songs even as a kid, I was like, damn, these niggas be fucking up, bruh.
Yes.
Like, this song is resonating with too many of the women in my life.
Okay.
For me to have a lot of respect for y'all old Negroes and how y'all do things.
I understand. I was friends with two niggas that I'm like, nigga, that's you. Why
are you like this?
That's why she mad. Nigga, like shit.
It's like, so what did we learn? Apparently nothing.
Right.
Some habits are hard to break. Some habits are very hard to break.
Speaking of waiting to exhale, though, I do want to say I have been seeing there's this viral clip going around of this comedian, I think his name, I forget his name, Black Ron, I think, how you were talking about waiting to exhale is like the beginning of the gender wars and like it's all like toxic and stuff. So I feel like I wanted to throw out there doing a show about movies where when you look back on them, it's not that they didn't age well. It's just maybe as we've grown up, we see the plot,
the problem,
and the characters a lot differently than when we was like younger.
You know what? Yes. That's a whole show in itself.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Because adult look, let me make. I'm gonna write that down. That makes the book.
With the
clip that exactly. No, that's another show right there because I can tell you exactly. There's two movies that came to mind the moment you said that.
For real.
Lynn Whitfield in both of them.
But I love that. I'm so glad you brought that Waiting to Excel up, man. That was the fucking Terry McMillan era. That was like her, Connie Briscoe. They had those books they were writing that like, ooh, black women was reading them books hard, boy. Yeah. Had attitude. They was sick of us. I was like, man, this nigga's
Terry McMillan was on Oprah.
Yep.
Don't even try it that week, player.
For real. For real.
Until Stella got her groove back.
Right.
And then when she ungot the groove back, it's like shit.
Right.
Oh yeah, that was a great era. So
when
good.
You found out the truth about the groove.
Yeah, right.
All right.
She was going against the groove.
There you go. There you
go. Wasn't the groove that she got back.
There you go.
The wrong groove. She got the shaft. Maybe she didn't.
Just head down to Jamaica for a little bit.
Right.
You know what's crazy though? When Stella got her groove back, like so legitimately, my middle name is Winston. And for like 2 weeks, I tried to go by just my middle name.
Wow.
It didn't work.
Morning.
I could not consistently pull that accent off for nothing. And the town we grew up in, like we all grew up together. Everybody know each other. And it was like to go from Sam to suddenly now just call me Winston. Like it did, it didn't work the way I wanted it to. It wasn't as effective. I just stuck with Sam. But yeah. So when it is funny though, because a lot of people know my middle name.
Winston. That's a good one. That's a good one. Good one. All right. So now we got
that's a good pick.
Purple
All
Rain.
Right, so either Jeff or RG. Like who? Which one of y'all go?
I will close.
Okay.
So I created 4 categories because I was like, I'm gonna be here all day trying to decide between these. So my first category was like when you know how they say like inspired music inspired by the motion picture. So this is the inspired by It's Waiting to Exhale. That's my pick for that genre. Like we went in and we made a whole bunch of new songs for this movie. I just feel like from top to bottom, them songs is all over the radio. It's jam after jam after jam, full run of emotions, full run of black legendary women singers, collaborations that you never would have dreamed that you needed, but absolutely needed to hear. So I love that album. I love the fact that even though it's like all women singing it, it's like written by Babyface. So it kind of shows that like we're not all just pig-headed idiots who don't understand women. Like that little piece kind of just gives some hope. Like, hey, all these songs you love about expressing your womanhood and femininity actually was written by a man understanding what you guys feel, and so you know, Babyface ain't the only nigga on earth to understand how a woman might feel, you know.
Babyface was lying to these women hard in the 80s, man.
RG,
he was making the greatest songs.
Completely undercut everything.
Sorry, my bad. No, I loved it. I loved it. It was
calling
awesome.
it all lies.
It was awesome. No, it wasn't what he was saying. It was lies. It was just if you thought we was gonna do that, sweetheart, that's just Babyface. We over here, we was calling him soft. Like you're getting us in trouble. You're making promises. He was making a lot of promises to women, and it was like, God dang, dog.
That's
like,
what they want to hear. And they want to see the actions afterwards. That's what the whole movie was about.
That is true. That is true.
So I'm going to agree with my sister Teresa on that one. We always
Waiting to Excel. Okay, so that's 2 on Waiting to Excel. Nice.
Right.
I don't know. I guess I can just either go. It wasn't Waiting to Excel. Wasn't in any of my options. I can probably just go and put Purple Rain down. Just because it's one of the 4. To me, it's one of the 4. To me, it has to be a face on there. Like it's Purple Rain, baby.
I'm gonna make a losing argument against Purple Rain later, but
okay.
Just
all right.
I know it's gonna lose because I love the album too. But
you know what? I won't inherently say that it will lose because I have some other ones on here. Because honestly, the thing is with Geekmore, not only is it what I want to be up there, but it's also my understanding of what deserves a space.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So and we've done this in the past. I've seen you all do it on the episodes I haven't been. I will take something that I want to be up there off if you make a recommendation that is better suited to be on Geekmore. That's what this is about. I'm going to give my votes, the ones that I think. You know what?
Yeah, chill, homie. You know hold on. No, you're not going to. I got you, Miles.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. But that's actually the point. That's why Geekmore is what it is, and that's why we have to deliberate. That's why we have to discuss what the 4 are. Because while I want Purple Rain to be up there, what if somebody came up and said like Moonwalker?
Sam already, it's okay. Moonwalker don't count. Moonwalker don't count.
No, Moonwalker was a really long video, but my point being, of course, like it didn't make my list. Purple Rain did, but okay. So number 2 for me. we'll keep it rolling here. Number 2 for me, and much like you, Jeff, I went through a couple of categories because I had to figure out a way just to not have so many picks to try to narrow it down. So I did a couple of categories. Lion King. That was my Disney musical. And I think I had to actually pull up the track list from like 4 different movies to decide which one was going to be my pick. And ultimately I landed on Lion King. And specifically because I Just Can't Wait to Be King, Be Prepared, Hakuna Matata, Can You Feel the Love Tonight,
Circle of Life,
Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And I Just Can't Wait to Be King. Like that being one of the and Hakuna Matata, you know what I'm saying? Like there's some songs that they are the movie. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you hear this song, you can't help but to associate it with the movie. And I feel like every one of the songs from the Lion King soundtrack, there are a couple, like Can You Feel the Love Tonight is a good standalone song. It's a beautiful song. Elton John did his thing there. But in the movie, you know, it had a very, very important moment. But Be Prepared and I Just Can't Wait to Be King, you can turn them on right now, and I'm going to sing them word for word. 20 whatever plus years later. Those are my jams. So Lion King is my pick. That is my animated. That is my musical. That's my animated musical. Oh, Just Can't Wait to Be King.
All right, you guys went there. Okay, you went there. Teresa, you're nodding. Do you have an animated pick?
I am nodding because my next pick is The Lion King.
Wow. Okay.
You know, a lot of Disney movies. I love Disney movies, but you know, a lot of them have that one song that you think about when you know, Colors of the Wind with Pocahontas or whatever. There's that one song that you think about, and with The Lion King, there was not just one song. It's like Sam just rattled them out. It's like 6.
Yeah.
So it had to be up there for me.
Ooh, okay. Jeff.
I'm going to go with my animated movie as well. I picked a Goofy movie. I thought about Lion King. I don't know if we're not in the battle round yet, but I went with Goofy movie, you know. Obviously Stand Out and Eye to Eye by Tevin Campbell, but there's also like a lot of the other songs like After Today, Nobody Else But You, like where these are your traditional musical style songs as well in the movie. So I know most of the time we think about Eye to Eye and we think about Stand Out because those are these cool, like they have these cool music video scenes to them. But also there's a lot of other cool emotional musical-esque songs on there that really drive the entire story from beginning to end of the movie for me. So
okay,
that was my animated choice.
All right. I didn't even think about it that way. I don't even have an animated option.
Sign with that Saturday morning cartoon BS.
Cartoon shit, walking around singing that bullshit.
I
just can't wait to be king. Why the fuck you so happy, nigga?
Grow up. Go get a girlfriend.
I'm from New York. You can't be walking around the street singing that shit. I'm gonna get robbed. But I have to acknowledge that it is a great animated soundtrack. If I were going to pick, I would probably have to go with that. I wish a Lego movie had more songs on it because everything is awesome. I definitely was singing that shit for a while. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna have to go with Lion King.
Put your list in the comments when you come up with it.
The most consistent, yes, please. It is the most. It has the most bangers.
You said Lion King?
Just has the most. Yeah, Lion King has the most bangers.
I gotta make the list here.
No, I have it too.
At the end.
No, I have it too. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, good. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to put my vote in with the Lion King. All right, so that's
now we're not at the voting round,
right? I'm just saying. I'm just putting my vote. I'm just putting Lion King as my vote, animated vote.
Yeah.
So I have like 3 people that picked Lion King and 1 person that picked the Goofy movie.
So what is the next song on what is the next album on your list? What is your next soundtrack?
Oh, the next soundtrack on my list. Okay, well, I'm probably gonna.
We haven't got to the voting yet. Don't throw me off. That's why I'm like, I'm listing what people are picking.
So I'm
Don't give
gonna
me
have
your
to go
vote
with
yet.
my, like, if we're doing categories, then maybe I would put this in like the biopic type
Okay.
type
Ooh.
soundtrack. And I say this is definitely has to be up there because it's the one movie where if I start singing one part of the song, you all are gonna join in. Let's go. Ready? I got nothing but love for you, baby. Let's go, Sam.
There you go.
Let's go. We all know it is the 5 Heartbeats. So yeah, that was
5
definitely
Heartbeats. Okay.
5 Heartbeats. That's my first. That would have been my second pick.
What was that song? I mean, that movie.
And you know, that's moment of silence. Michael Wright.
Yeah, rest in peace, Eddie Kane.
Yes, yes.
So like very, very timely. 5 Heartbeats.
Yes.
We're watching that this weekend. Yeah.
Yes, please. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's just so
I mean,
many
I'm sure
quotables. You think you
I'm
want to
almost certain it's going to be
marathon.
marathoned. No, I'm almost certain it's going to be marathon somewhere this weekend.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
Like
I
shit.
like that movie, man. But that movie, I just remember that movie stressing me out when I was a kid, man. I was like, damn, bro, homeboy, girl pregnant. I didn't know what they was giving him the money for at first. I was like, oh, they gave him some money so he could take care of his baby. And then I got older. I was like, oh, they gave him some money so he could take care of the baby. And,
no, it's Eddie Kane. Look, it's Eddie Kane.
Okay.
yeah, movies like that where
Ken
it's
Jr.
like, dang, man. It was a lot of turmoil in that
Yes.
story.
Yes.
And it was, I was like, damn, did y'all actually enjoy being on the road?
It was a tumultuous time, man.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But like people talk about 5 Heartbeats where it's like this feel good thing. And I think a lot of people, you know, it actually kind of has a similar thing where one of my next
Right.
movies that I'm gonna bring up, and where it was just this like thing that families watched on like holidays when everybody was sitting around.
Mhm.
You know, you could put it on if the kids was in the room because there wasn't gonna be no random nakedness or
Mhm.
craziness happening. You know, Robert Townsend, he family friendly. He made good clean fun for the whole family. So, you know, I think a lot more people probably just had more experience like watching it over and over at home. And so the feel good is the nostalgia of watching it with your family, you know, listening to your uncles do they Eddie Kane impersonations and trying to figure out, okay, maybe this motherfucker was smoking crack for real back then. He do that Eddie Kane a little too good.
Yeah.
A little too good.
And he probably was.
I'm gonna say.
Cocaine, hell of a drug.
Hey,
There you
man.
go. You know what I'm saying? He probably was. It was cheap.
Yeah, I always just find it interesting when people call it is like this is like a feel good. Because every time I see it, I'm like, man, I'm stressed out for these niggas. I know
Well,
they
you know,
make
it
at
is.
the
It is so. It is the growth. So I think a lot of us, when I first saw the movie and what it resonated with me is that I think there's the whole aspect of we're going to get to watch this young family, and it was nice to see a black family. Right, we're watching a movie with a black father, a black mother. You know, the kids are raised well. Like this is the movie that we're seeing. We're instantly kind of rooting for. Right.
Mhm.
And then he is talented. And then we get that, you know, that moment where he writes the song with his sister. And it's like, there's these parts that are very uplifting in the movie. When you do see them succeed, you feel like it's your team winning. It's really, it does kind of, you know, it's very emotive. It does kind of rile you up like that. So, and that's the
I know,
thing. And that's
but,
why,
like,
when
why
the,
you
you know, the
gotta
parts
still-
that go bad, when they go
Why you
bad,
gotta
it's,
still, even little stuff though?
it's
Like
a movie.
why would your brother say, "Let's do shot, brother"? You gotta take the girl.
it
Lee, come on, Leon.
Come on.
Come on, Leon.
Because he was little brother in him.
You coulda had-
Because
coulda
they
had-
still had to keep it real and they had to show like how it
Yeah.
actually went down.
I know,
You
but
can't
coulda
sugarcoat
pulled-
everything.
You could have pulled somebody else. You could have respected your brother a little more than that. He the one writing all the songs that got all the girls screaming for you.
I mean, he cheated with his wife. He was, his fiance, right? So we already knew how far he was willing to go.
That's it. I'm out the group,
Right.
bruh. First shot,
that's
brother.
why he
Hey,
did
man.
it.
First
That's
shot,
why he
brother,
did it.
go wrong. I'm out the group.
But let me
I'm
tell
lying.
you,
I'm lying on
it is-
Richie. I'm going to
I am
make pop
grateful.
music with these white people.
I am grateful that I have the brothers that I have,
Mhm.
and I don't have to worry about that. But let me tell you, I know some people. It wouldn't have mattered who it was, brother or not.
Yeah.
Me too. But then
They not
it
in
would
my
have been a
life no
fight.
more because you showed me who you were. And this is a movie that just because the thing about the Five Heartbeats is like
I would have sent 50 pieces to the hotel room.
we
COD.
know every. But think about it. Every one of
Do what you gotta
those,
do.
every one of those singers. You know that person. You know what I'm saying? You know a Eddie Kane.
Yes.
Well, excuse me. You know a Eddie King. You know a Choir Boy. You know a Duck. You know Duck's brother. You know these people.
Yes.
You can't sugarcoat it and pretend like this isn't how it is. And
No, I know that.
they showed the ugly parts. That's all.
Oh yeah.
They said the quiet part out loud. I'm with you. They didn't have to say it as loud as they did, but it's still a part of it.
We would have flipped that. Wherever we was at, we would have been flipped inside out.
Oh yeah. No,
promise
but
you
that's
it
not
would've
who
been
he was though.
Like, don't
that's
invite
not Duck.
them Five Heartbeats.
That's not
around no
Duck,
more.
man. That's not Duck. And he
Would've
knew
been-
he wasn't
take
going
them
to
Five
win.
Heartbeats nowhere.
He knew he wasn't gonna win. He knew he wasn't going to win.
We would have
That's his
been in
big
there
brother.
we would have been in there like the DeBarges,
Well, man, you see where that goes, right?
tearing stuff up, brother.
We know how that unsung.
Let me tell you something. You can't get me in. You really can't put me and all my siblings in the same place at the same time. It's either gonna go really, really good, or really, really bad.
It's all good.
One
I
or the other.
understand. It ain't like that. I don't have siblings, but anyway, I got one sibling. I got a sister. So anyway, on to choice number 3. So Sam, what was your third choice?
What was your third choice?
What? I'm ending, man. I'm
what
the
was your
closer.
second choice, actually?
My second choice was Five Heartbeats. I thought
We
you
got-
were writing this shit down. Damn.
Look, we got
Come on,
Purple Rain, we
Forget
got
to
Lion
produce.
King.
Forget to be PA, man. Let's go.
Okay, so we got.
Purple
All right,
Rain.
so Jeff
Lion
was on
King.
Waiting to Exhale. Okay, it threw me off for Jeff had Waiting to Exhale, and then came across with Goofy Movie. So yours was a
There you
separate
go.
one for Five Heartbeats. Okay,
There you go.
I'm a guest tonight. You got
I
to
was
talk
trying.
to me nice
I was
tonight.
trying. Oh my bad. My
Right,
bad.
you got to
Thank
talk to me nice tonight. I'm not producing, so I'm in a different zone.
I'll have some manners. So
Okay.
yes, what was your
So-
third choice, sir?
I'm gonna throw it out here because we talked about it. I know you're gonna complain about it, and you just have to tell me why it won't work. And if it doesn't, I have an alternate for it. But I'm gonna say specifically, Episode 4, Star Wars: A New Hope. Even though this is a John Williams original score, these songs are directly connected to Star Wars. It represents the entirety of this thing that is Star Wars. And I feel like because Star Wars has gotten as big as it is overall, they still use the music from the original 1977 soundtrack in all the other movies. Because you have the main title, which is just that, the main title, Star Wars, the horns, it's iconic. Everybody knows the Katina band music. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't get away from this music. I feel like it deserves a spot. It's that big.
All right.
I'm going to say Star Wars: A New Hope.
I have you down here. Good one.
You can buy it as an original soundtrack.
You can. I was going to say that it does count
16
because it is
16
sold
tracks.
as a soundtrack. So
I looked it up.
yes.
That's why I had to say specifically Episode 4, A New Hope, because that one is
That was the one that was the
soundtrack.
soundtrack. Yes. They mentioned that, and they mentioned that on the DVD, extended shit. In
And
the
see,
back,
and that's why I asked, and so I looked, I researched, I checked it out, and I found one that would work. So
I accept. I accept. I'm
Thank you, sir.
telling you, that's good.
I had to do my best, Brandy. I'm gonna go a little outside the box.
It's in the bylaws. The bylaws say you can use it.
See, that was Brandy in spirit. I'm gonna do because this is what I wanted to put out there. This is how I read that.
Very good.
There it is.
Very good. We're missing our fifth, man. Shout outs to our fifth, man. So
She'll be back. We're gonna let her get settled.
Excellent. Teresa, choice number 3.
Black Panther.
Fuck, that's a good one too.
First movie.
Well, the second movie is called Wakanda Forever, so Black Panther.
Yeah.
Point taken.
That is something. I thought about that one, and I think the only reason why it didn't make my list is I like Kendrick, but I don't like his ass that much. That's the only reason why I did not put that on my. It's just he has a to me it's like the what is the Only Stars? I don't know the name.
Yeah,
the one that does All the Stars.
Oh, yeah,
the one that does with SZA. That's the banger on there, and then after that, it's like,
man, you crazy.
I feel like I'm listening to these songs out of obligation.
You crazy, bro.
Well, I mean, that's you're entitled to your opinion, but
True.
I mean, I can remember putting that soundtrack on while I was working, and just putting the whole soundtrack on repeat. Now, of course, there were some songs by some people that we weren't, or me, I wasn't familiar with. There's the what do you call it? World beats kind of music on there, but
Right.
to me, I liked it. It made me want to know who those artists were. So I had it on repeat. The whole thing resonated with me. That's why it's on my list.
I got you.
Her list.
Don't worry, I'm not campaigning. I was trying to rile you up. I'm trying to. That's what I'm talking about. Get mad, girl.
Clip that. Okay.
Jeff is like, God damn. Look, I'm from New York.
Yeah,
Women talk aggressively. We're very used to that.
Wakanda Forever.
There you go. All right. That's a good choice. It's a damn good choice. So, excellent. Jeff.
So my third category was traditional musical. And for that, I picked The Wiz.
Holy shit. How did
That's
I
a good
not?
pick.
I didn't. Wow.
That's good stuff.
I almost feel bad for not having picked that.
You know what? Shit, that was my number 4 right there.
Wow.
We just gotta get into it right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Jeff. Yeah. Why?
That's what I'm talking about.
Why The Wiz?
Let me tell you, man. Michael Jackson, Diana Ross.
Yeah, I think for me, it was just like, if you want to
You
talk about
can't win?
bangers, you want to talk about score, I think the Emerald City scene is one of my favorite scenes in all of music. It's just like Quincy Jones just slapped 3 bangers together and was like, here. And it wasn't. Red. And then, I mean, obviously, it's got everything. It's got individual songs. It's got the ballads. It's got upbeat. It's got danceable stuff. It's got, it's just, I don't know. I mean, even the corny songs don't really be that corny.
He's on down.
You a kid and be a lion is like, this is a lot. But then when you have real problems in life, that be a lion be.
Let me tell you.
I'm scared of The Wiz, but I agree with that pick.
Oh yeah, now we make it past the subway scene.
Right.
There you go.
That's
I understand.
traumatizing right there.
That is extremely traumatizing. But even watching Brand New Day right before when they are first coming out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, the motorcycle men are kind of creepy too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot about it.
Yeah.
But the music is just like,
yeah.
Even Diana Ross, who I'm not a huge fan of, and I'm really not a huge fan of in this movie. when I'm just listening to her in the songs, I don't have a problem with any of the musical choices that she's making, which is saying something because she's in there with some real powerhouses. I think like Michael just once we get Michael down, once we get to You Can't Win, which was written specifically for the movie for Michael Jackson to showcase him. Once you get to that and then Ease on Down the Road, it's like we all flying, and I don't feel like there's a bad song in the bunch personally.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's classic for the culture.
Yeah.
Slide Me Some Oil. Come on, man. Like, let me tell you, The Wiz. That was my number 4 pick. So I'm very happy that you picked that.
Yeah, that's a damn good pick. I did not have it in my picks at all, and I'm actually ashamed of myself for not having that in my picks. Like, holy shit, how did I not have the fucking Wiz?
Well, let's get your number 3.
So
what do you got for
my
number 3?
number 3, honestly, would have been it was Miles' pick. It was Above the Rim. I absolutely love the Above the Rim soundtrack. There were 3 songs off that album that stay in darn near every playlist I make. So I just love that soundtrack. Like, that soundtrack was banging. Like, as a rapper, I love that soundtrack.
You hear a
Like
cat?
That was.
I did.
That's Pharaoh. That's one of my cats. Yes.
His cats are willing
attention.
to come in the room now.
Yeah.
I still can't get Jamal to come back.
You traumatized him.
You know what I found out it was? I was burning some oils in here. To the smell from when I randomly choose to do something in my office.
Mm-hmm.
The oils are bad for him.
Oh, okay.
So I think he would lick his oils.
This is what he wants. He wants to be picked up so he can do his nuzzling and snuggling before he goes upstairs to get. He wants to nuzzle and be held and be treated like a baby so he can go get in the bed. Look, see? So he can go get in the bed.
He's like, okay, bye.
Can I get my kiss goodnight? I'm not getting my kiss
Right.
goodnight.
Such a spoiled little cat.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate seeing that, especially with my little fucking degenerate in my house.
No, the other one is in eye shot. I can see him. He's just sitting on the mat, loafed up right now. But
Nice.
Pharaoh just came in the house not too long ago, and he has to come say goodnight, and then he'll go upstairs with grandma. So he has to tell Pop goodnight, and then he goes upstairs. It gets ridiculous. Yeah.
Good you, man. I like cat owners. I like men who own cats, man. That shows a level of patience.
Oh yeah,
You
absolutely.
know what I'm saying? That shows a level of patience. So, all right. Well, now we're gonna go.
I do want to say,
fourth.
Above the Rim was one of those soundtracks that, outside of the movie, the soundtrack is standalone good.
Yeah.
Just because of the collection of songs that are on that particular soundtrack. Oftentimes when I think of soundtracks, the first thing that comes to mind is like the soundtrack should be connected to the movie in some way. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it's a soundtrack. But then, as Jeff pointed out earlier, sometimes we have music inspired by a song gets written that's not in the movie, but it relates to the topics, or, you know what I'm saying? It seems like it could have fit. It just wasn't there. But Above the Rim was just a good collection of hip hop tracks by itself, standalone. If I didn't even know the movie existed, that would have been a dope CD. So I'm 100% appreciating that.
And I just looked it up because I'm aware of the movie. I've never seen it, but I just looked at the track list and it's got some bangers on it.
Yeah, I mean, I bumped it. Like I said, I got multiple playlists with that song. The Big Pimpin' is like my morning anthem. Like that John is just they absolutely killed it. They
Regulate.
killed it. Yes. So okay. Well now
I just again, you talking about that late 90s. That was the era, like those were the formative years. I was in high school. Above the Rim, that cassette got regular rotation. Okay, notice I said
late
cassette.
90s. You were in high school. I was almost 30.
Wait, you said late 90s?
Yeah.
Above the Rim.
Late 90s. We was in our damn 20s. That had to come out.
I was almost 30.
Oh, yeah, okay. 90s. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like, I was not in high school. No.
I wasn't.
I had 3 kids by the time that out.
Right? I could have, but I didn't.
Ooh, yeah, man. Thank you, Jesus, for delivering me. No, it was a good time. I remember the CD. I remember that was like one of the first songs that I had on CD that would always skip and bounce when you try to listen to that shit on the train. So
I remember I had that cassette. I had that on a cassette, and I had a Kenwood detachable face stereo. And let me tell you, the coolest thing this Kenwood did was, even though like CDs were at the point where you could like go to the next track, you could go specifically to track 3 or track 4, because that was just the technology that existed with CDs. Kenwood tried to replicate that technology with their cassette player and gave you a skip song button.
Yeah, that you would hit it with. It would locate the pauses between the songs. It would
fast forward like 2 minutes and 20 seconds at a time. And if it didn't get to the end of the song, like you said, it would go to the next pause. So during those song breaks, so you could like press it twice and skip a song and go to the next song. Coolest thing ever. And I remember that Kenwood detachable face cassette player. It was that's why I remember I had this song.
Eulogize your cassette player?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude.
It was great with my Blaupunk. Look, with the first size 8 Blaupunk speakers. Before I upgraded to my competition 10W6 JL audios.
Booming system, listening to.
Let me tell you, back in the day, my little red Celica.
With the Celica.
My little red Celica.
Wow.
Teresa, do you remember that Celica?
Absolutely not.
No, okay.
What, that's all the man, that little fucking red, so that Celica looked like.
It's funny because April.
Wait,
I was gonna say April probably remembers.
No, April absolutely. April ran multiple red lights in that Celica because it was a 5-speed.
Why does that not surprise me?
It was a manual transmission, and like she basically like learned how to drive a manual in that car, and we were at the light at 138, just coming over the interstate. And the turning lane had a green arrow, and she just went forward.
Yeah, that does not surprise me at all.
Tell her to call me. And you know what? We'll talk after. I've not talked. I gotta call her. All right. Yes, Above the Rim. Dope ass pick.
Go. So now we are number 4.
Okay, so my number 4 was The Wiz. We've discussed The Wiz.
Gotcha. Okay.
At length. I don't have anything else I can add to it. You Can't Win.
I gotcha.
Like I put Baby I'm a Star. I almost put You Can't Win. That would have been my other track tonight. That would have been the one.
All right. Well, okay. Teresa, what is your number 4?
My number 4 while I fully expected to not make the final list, we're just talking about my pick. And this movie, for whatever reason, just had a singular effect on me. The whole movie soundtrack. That was the first movie I ever saw in. I had a couple of them too, but that was the first movie I ever saw in the theater more than once. I think I saw that movie like 8 or 9 times for some reason. And that movie is, of course, it's got I Don't Want to Miss a Thing on the soundtrack. Armageddon.
You saw that movie that many times in the theaters?
I did.
Wow. And you know something, man? I love the fuck out of that movie. That movie. I cry. That movie is a guaranteed fucking I'm a softie.
Right. Yeah. I mean, after having seen it 8 or 9 times, I was still crying.
I'm not mad. Look, I'm gonna tell you, Jeff, that moment that she holds her hand up to that goddamn screen. By the time that shit happened, I'm like, baby, I don't want to leave you either. Sorry, I'm down with you. It's a beautiful moment. It's an absolutely beautiful, and
I will say when the movie came out, it was a very powerful movie. The music did not help because it definitely pulls on the heartstrings.
Oh, yeah.
They really have you feeling some kind of way mid-song. As we were just talking, Jeff, to your point, later on in life, now as a girl dad, ooh, we are not watching that movie.
Yes.
I can't do it. I cannot do it. Because just the idea that I have to leave my daughter in the hands of somebody else and I need him to do.
I don't want to make my daughter cry like that.
Yeah.
I do not want to make my daughter cry.
I can't. And literally, I don't want to miss a thing. You know
that's a sweet song.
Yeah.
It's a sweet song. That is I love the shit out of you. Oh, yeah. So I like that. All right, good fourth choice. Good fourth choice. Jeff.
Yeah, that's Stevie Wonder. Now that's a song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Yeah. All right.
Actually,
Jeff.
You know what? Thinking about it, that's actually a pretty good soundtrack too. The Best Man. Okay, go ahead, Jeff. Like, you know what that was on that because
there was a lot of options. There were a lot of options.
There were so many. There were so many.
All right, Jeff.
Ass Harper.
Wow.
My fourth choice. So this category I called. So I'm one of those people that makes a distinction in musicals, and people get mad at me about it. They think I'm a snob about it, but I don't care. To me, a true musical, is when characters break out into song for the advancement of the plot of the movie, i.e., The Wiz, i.e., Grease, i.e., Hello Dolly. Now,
who doesn't understand that as a musical?
A music movie, however, is a movie where characters perform music, as in Purple Rain, as in my current pick that I'm doing right now, Scott Pilgrim versus Universe.
Really?
That is 100% top 10. 100%, no question, top 10 films. Love it.
I picked that because I thought that the way that the music was integrated into the movie was done in such a cool way. I think even the ones that in the background work, everything, every song, every needle drop is like right on point.
Yes.
And that's even in a genre of music that like I don't sit around and just necessarily listen to on my own, but because I connected those songs to the movie versus them just on my own. Like I'm not a big Rolling Stones fan, but the under my thumb or whatever the song called that was in there, I messed with that song. It was some, Beck stuff and all kinds of stuff that they did their own versions and their own song. So I felt like for me, that was one where when we get into the debate part, I can talk about why I picked that over Purple Rain.
All right, I got you.
I might give up one for Scott Pilgrim because I absolutely love that movie.
We will reserve that because I don't.
Yeah.
Jeff Scott Pilgrim. All right, so now my fourth, and this was this is a tough one. Because it's a coin flip, to be honest, so I don't really know how to do it. I think I'm gonna have to probably go with my my emotional choice, which is Saturday Night Fever. I learned how to hustle off of More Than a Woman. So you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, Jeff, you know what I'm saying? Look, the big nigga that can dance, women love that shit.
I know that. I'm in Atlanta. I'll be out there now.
You know, I was out there just doing more than 12. Man, oof, I was loving it. It was a beautiful moment. So, yeah, I got to go with Saturday Night Fever. It was I love disco, personally. I love disco music.
And the Bee Gees.
Let me say, look,
it's like multiple 4. They got like 4 or 5 joints on that album.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna argue on your behalf.
What?
Damn it!
Come on.
I talked about earlier how when you hear a song, it automatically takes you to the movie. You cannot hear "Staying Alive" without trying to do the walk. If you hear "Staying Alive," you're going to automatically start to strut. Period. That's just how that works. That's just how that works. When you hear More Than a Woman, that automatically takes me to, like, if that song plays, I'm automatically thinking of that movie. There are very few movies that have a soundtrack that is so closely related to the integration of the film without them singing the songs. It's like when you talk about biopics or something like that, you know what I'm saying? When you do, what's the one from the Queen biopic?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Thank you, yeah.
Those songs, like, I love Queen. You know what I'm saying? Great music. I know the songs. We sing them. Of course, I would put my love for Queen from Mike Myers because everybody was singing Bohemian Rhapsody after.
But there you go after Wayne's World.
Wayne's World, and then of course we got to listen. It was like, oh shit, they were the ones that did "We Are the Champions." Oh shit, they did "Fat Bottom Girls." Oh shit, their bicycle. Damn, Queen has a fucking discography.
We will rock.
You know what I'm saying? And so of course it's like, I got to recognize that, you know what, I like other shit. And so Queen was fantastic. But when you hear the song, when you hear those songs, you don't know, like, you might go to a different movie. Let me tell you something. Staying Alive, How Deep Are Your Love, Night Fever, More Than a Woman, and there's 2 versions of More Than a Woman on that movie. Jive Talking, Boogie Shoes, Disco Inferno. When I tell you they have a track list, they have a track list. And when you want like the definitive disco album, the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack.
Thank you.
What up, Venom? So tonight, Venom, we are talking soundtracks. We're doing a Geekmore, so we're trying to find the top 4 movie soundtracks. So drop your top 4 in the comments and let us know. You know what? I'm not mad at this Rocky selection.
Not mad at
it. Not at all. Not
mad at it.
It's a very good one.
Because it kind of fits between epic score and soundtrack. Because
but it does have a
soundtrack.
Yeah, Rocky does have a soundtrack.
You can buy it as a soundtrack. But of course, the first song that comes to mind is Well, there's two songs. It's the theme, Rocky theme, and of course, Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger is
So-
not from Rocky 1. Eye of
True.
the Tiger is from
Eye of the Tiger's
Rocky 3.
3.
Rocky 3.
Got mosquitoes.
Mr.
See,
T,
you know
Clubber
what? They
Lang. You have to have the Eye of the
They got
Tiger for
that
Clubber
look.
Lang.
They got
They
the Eye
do
of the
have Rocky
Tiger.
1 on there. They do have
There is
Rocky
no
1 on
tomorrow,
there.
Rock. There is no tomorrow. I'm a friend.
Yeah, we've been going through our top 4. We're going to do a
Top
recap
4.
in a minute because we got to get ready to vote.
Yes, yes.
But RG's number 4 was Saturday Night Fever. Now,
Yes.
I want to say, RG, Saturday Night Fever was my honorable mention. And
Okay.
the only reason I put it as an honorable mention was because I just wanted to throw that one out there in the ether. It wasn't one of my alternates. I have 2 alternates tonight. In case, like I had one if I couldn't use Star Wars.
Gotcha.
I had one ready for that. And then I had one if everything I said got picked and I didn't get to put anything original out there. I had one for that as well.
What is your alternate? So what are your top 2 alternates?
So my 2 alternates tonight are the Bodyguard soundtrack.
Definitely had it on the list.
That's on my list.
Since somebody else had Waiting to Exhale, I said, you got one, I got the other. I had the Bodyguard. Because, I mean, of course, that's where we get I Will Always Love You, I Have Nothing, I'm Every Woman,
Yeah, that's on there.
Queen of the Night,
Yep.
Someday, Lisa Stansfield,
Yeah.
Peace, Love, and Understanding. I mean, like, it's the
It's dope
Bodyguard
enough.
soundtrack.
It's on my list. On my list. Agreed.
And then my other one, you said Above the Rim, I said Friday.
Friday. Wow.
The Friday soundtrack, because
What's on there? I don't definitely don't remember that for the soundtrack.
Roll It Up, Light It Up, Smoke It Up, Cypress Hill, Take a Hit, Mac 10, I Want to Be Next to You, Rolls Royce, Heard It Through the Grapevine, Robert Troutman, Two
It's
Live
got
Crew,
some
Gucci
Ice Cube
Mama.
on it, doesn't it?
Ice Cube has the song Friday.
Oh,
Ice
is that
Cube is
what
on that with the song Friday.
Yeah, but most Ice Cube post Predators kind of
Keep Their Heads Ringing, Dr. Dre. And, of course, you have Mary Jane by Rick James. And you have Trying to See Another Day,
Oh,
Isley
okay.
Brothers.
Oh, okay. All right. They got a couple. Yeah, they got some good ones on there.
Remember we were talking about that cassette player?
Mm-hmm.
Friday was another one of the soundtracks that just got regular rotation. So I had Above the Rim. I had Friday.
All right. All right. Above the Rim. Okay, there we go. Teresa, what were your alternates?
I'm gonna do this quick because there's 10 of them, but it was these were like, you know, there's a
10
movie.
alternate.
Yeah. Well, you
I'm
know,
with
I picked soundtracks that had like lots of songs.
No,
that,
I'm with it because let me tell you, this is what made the list, not what I was considering.
These movies had at least like one. You know, you hear the name of the song, I mean, the name of the movie, and you think of this one song from it. Do the Right Thing, Dirty Dancing, Bodyguard, Into the Spider-Verse,
Yes,
Titanic, Hustle and Flow, 8 Mile, A View to a Kill because I'm a Duran Duran fan.
Okay.
Saturday Night Live, but you know, you listed off, ran down the whole soundtrack, and you know that's a good one. And The Breakfast Club. So that was my team.
Wow, Breakfast Club is really good. Holy cow. Okay, understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I get where I see where your difficulty came in because yes to that list. I'm gonna just say that yes to that list.
Gotcha. Okay.
I like that list.
All right, Jeff, what do you got? Your alternates.
Alternates and honorable mentions.
I didn't really have any.
Jeff is very precise. He picked what he picked.
But I mean, I'll say on some of the categories, like I'm sure you guys might be surprised that Grease is not on the list.
Yeah.
But when I put it in categories for the musical, as much, even though Grease is my favorite movie, I like the music in The Wiz a lot more. I don't listen to the music of Grease outside of the context of watching the movie very often. I'll throw on Hopelessly Devoted to You. I'll throw
my
on
jam.
Summer Lovin', but like I don't really want to hear "You're the One That I Want" unless I'm watching them do the hands in the pocket box step.
I mean, if you're not dancing with it, it doesn't work.
Right.
So I feel
Right.
like so. That's
I'm only going to dance to that movie while it's playing.
I mean, I think, for the animated, there were so many to choose from. I picked a Goofy movie. My second one probably would have been Aladdin, just because, with the line.
Just beat out Aladdin.
A Whole New World.
For me, A Whole New World is just like head and shoulders above Can You Feel the Love Tonight for me. One, it's a duet. Two, the actual characters in the movie sing it. Three, the Regina Bell, Peebo Bryson, Rest in Peace version of it.
That was a totally different version.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I've blown out many vocal cords trying to keep up with Peebo on that one. And
Matrix, Four Brothers.
I think with
Breaking. Wow.
With the Lion King,
you got too many there.
Why I didn't pick the Lion King was because I like the songs in the Lion King. I love Jason Weaver. I met him. That's my dog. I put the on my Instagram. Like, hey, that's like when it comes to people who I was like, if I could have a big brother, it would be Jason Weaver in pretty much any character that he's ever played.
Yeah, it does pick up some good roles.
I think for me with the Lion King, I think I never really moved past the fact that they got him to sing, but didn't let him do the full voice. And then Simba don't sing no songs when he grow up. So it's like all the music, really iconic singing songy ones is in the very, very, very front of the movie. Like the front of the movie is like super heavy with great bangers. And then once we get Can We Feel the Love Tonight, it's like,
Well, yeah, because you got problems. This nigga got problems. It was going to be rap music at that point.
I mean, but
when I see this nigga, I'm going to throw him off the cliff. It's a problem.
But there's like other movies, like you think about like Tangle, right? You come back with another villain song. And the other reason why the reason why Aladdin didn't beat a Goofy movie as well is because Jafar does not have an iconic song. And I think to be a classic Disney movie, you have to have a classic Disney villain song. You need to have a classic Disney villain song. You need to have a classic character introduction song. And you got to have your romantic encounter song.
Just based on that, I got to ask you, how does Aladdin win? Because we got Be Prepared.
It doesn't win
from Scar.
If he didn't say it wins, he agrees. Lion King should win over, but Aladdin, that song.
I was saying
I agree because I like the song.
I was saying for me personally, I like the Aladdin soundtrack more. But when I looked at my criteria of classic Disney stuff, I think Lion King and Aladdin both are missing things. And I mean, Goofy movie's not a traditional Disney movie.
No. Okay.
Exactly.
So we're good. No, All right, you clarified that because I was like, wait a minute, you can't say that. It did say that.
That's literally what I was saying. I was like, Aladdin can't. If there was a Fire Jafar song, motherfucker slither and turn into the staff.
Look, I would have given it to Aladdin if Jafar had. If Jafar had a banger,
they missed an opportunity.
Yeah,
if Jafar had a banger,
is my jam.
That would have been it.
Yeah,
like. Right, like that's why I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so how you gonna say this and then say that?
Give it another listen.
I was with
another listen. But I got you. I'm with Lion King. It's definitely more consecutive. My whole thing was I didn't have it in my list at all. So my other alternates were
what banger did
New Jack City.
I have nothing for Jafar.
He talking about
New Jack City.
He's talking about in the Return of Jafar.
Oh, I mean, it was his movie, so I guess.
So yeah.
He had to have something, but I don't know.
For real.
Was that direct to video?
Yes.
It was,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
For a Disney movie, that don't count. Because Cinderella 2 was that shit, but don't nobody know. But don't nobody
It's
know.
an underground banger.
Little
Cinderella
Mermaid
2, The
2.
Reckoning.
Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea.
Oh Lord. So yeah, okay. So I think we got my alternates weren't good enough. I had New Jack City. New Jack City was an option.
No, that is a good
I wasn't
option.
100% sure if I was going to choose New Jack City over Above the Rim.
That's a good alternate.
Because
I was about to say, like, I don't even have to look that up. That was a good alternate.
it's it was peak Keith Sweat, sober Keith Sweat. So it was when we had him at a good time.
I was gonna say, my bad. I forgot one of my alternates for the inspired by. I picked Waiting to Exhale, but my follow-up, my second one was Boomerang soundtrack. But I picked Waiting to Exhale because that one just Boomerang has bangers, but Waiting to Exhale was like on a whole other level.
Even though I'll be honest, there is something I do want to introduce, and I'm not sure. We'll see how we feel about this because it's a biopic. But it was made for TV, and it was multiple days of the movie. Does the New Edition movie count as a soundtrack? I guess no, because it's not just one. It's not just one.
Their music, though.
Yeah, it's not just one album. So
right,
it is not just one album.
I mean, it's like, does Michael count?
Yeah, there you go.
There's a bunch of Michael Jackson songs.
There you go.
See, that's why I was joking
there you
earlier
go.
about. That's why I was joking earlier about Moonwalker, because it's like.
Good point. Right. Good point. All right.
That's
so
just a long ass video.
Yeah, it even breaks my own criteria. According to the bylaws say that does not fit. Okay. All right. Well then.
Now one of the things we did clarify, Venom, these actually had to be individually released soundtrack albums. So if you could not get it as a soundtrack in terms of Blade, if it was just the score, that wouldn't qualify. You had to be able to go and buy the Blade soundtrack. Now, if they did like music from and inspired by the movie Blade, and there was some techno shit, then absolutely. You know what I'm saying? If Chemical Brothers came in and did their thing, if Moby decided to make a Blade song, all of that would have been great. But yeah.
Good ones.
I can't remember any songs from Charlie's Angels. Nothing like.
It's a couple of Destiny's Child shit.
I was gonna say that Destiny's Child song.
Girl, I didn't know you could get down like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That one.
Back when it was hey man, that was a hard time to be a young man trying to speak to a young woman in public, but they was on their run.
Yeah.
Oof. We made it though.
I did not. I can acknowledge the greatness of the group, but
I'm glad I was locked. Look, all I'm gonna say is I'm glad I was locked in at that point.
Woo,
I would look. Real talk, I would not have made it through. I would not have made it through Austin Powers.
Yeah.
No, I would not have made it through. Jelly.
You have to be tight.
And independent.
Ladies, leave your man at home.
Like
what?
It would have been. Yeah, it would have been really weird during that time. So I'm glad.
Okay.
So
let's get to the vote. So the top, we need the top four. Okay, let's go with the consensus, the general.
Let's see
consensus.
So right off rip, we have Purple Rain with 2 votes. Waiting to
Purple
Exhale
Rain
with
has
2 votes.
3. So,
well, I have it listed as me and you.
Oh, that's right.
As a listed song.
Right. That's correct. Yes. So we agreed that sort of towards
song.
the end.
Waiting to Exhale has Jeff and Teresa as a listed song. Lion King, me and Teresa. Jeff has a Goofy movie. You have the 5 Heartbeats. Then we get to Star Wars, just me. Black Panther, just Teresa. The Wiz, Jeff and myself. Above the Rim, just you, RG. Armageddon, just Teresa. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Just Jeff, and Saturday Night Fever, Just You. So just based off the vote counts, that automatically puts Purple Rain and Waiting to Exhale each with 2 votes. Actually, that would put Purple Rain, Waiting to Exhale, and Lion King. We would automatically have 3 right up top.
Well,
now we have
that is up to. I guess it would have to be what I want to get rid of mine. But Purple Rain is my choice.
I was about to say Purple Rain was that is my list choice, not an alternate, not a vote. That is a list choice for me. So I'm voting Purple Rain no matter what. I ain't pulling that off. Now, I would be willing to give up my Star Wars for a better.
Give up your Star Wars.
Look, I will gladly give up my Star Wars for another vote. But like The Wiz, Jeff and I are both on The Wiz, so I'm not going to give that one up. I got Teresa with me on Lion King, and I got you with me on Purple Rain. Star Wars is the only one I have available to give up.
Well, like I said, I know
locked in.
Most of mine are going to be on there. We're talking Rushmore, the best.
Right.
I know.
But we are talking about. Agreed about between the 4 of us. But it's between the 4 of us. What can the 4 of us say?
But I'm okay with Purple Rain, Lion King, and The Wiz. Those are all.
I will agree with Purple Rain and The Wiz. And Purple Rain, Purple Rain and The Wiz. I don't know how much I'm willing to accept Lion King.
All right, let's go ahead and lock in Purple Rain and The Wiz.
Yeah.
Okay. Purple Rain and The Wiz locked in. That's a good lock. Purple Rain and The Wiz. So then that leaves a question for
because the
Lion King versus. Now, I just want to say, in the same category as the number 2 pick, and I will adjust that slightly to say, RG, you did not have.
I didn't have an animated.
You didn't have an animated.
I didn't have an animated.
Technically, I don't feel like you had a musical.
Yeah, darn sure. Well done. Well, I don't know. Does the 5 Heartbeats count as a musical?
Yeah, I was about to say the 5 Heartbeats technically is not a musical
because they performed those songs in the movie.
Right. It's a drama based around musicians. It is not a musical.
We also don't have to have the final be fit into any categories. That was just something I did for myself to make me be able to digest the amount of.
No, I did the same thing.
Choices.
No, I promise you I did the same thing because otherwise it was like every movie that had a song I liked was popping into my head. So I had to break it down. And truthfully, the thing that really stuck out for me, and I feel like this is kind of universal across all of my picks. I had a definable theme. I wasn't just looking at albums that had good music. All of my music was a part of what defines that movie. When I say my music, I feel like every song I picked was directly connected to the movie. You could listen to the songs from The Wiz out of context, if you will.
Correct.
You Can't Win is a great song by itself. Home is a great song by itself. Slide Me Some Oil could technically be a great song by itself. Ease on Down the Road, you kind of got to be watching The Wizard of Oz for that to resonate. It's contextual in that regard. But it's also every one of those songs are also the kind of songs that when you hear that, you automatically associate that movie. I do. I feel like most people do. And that's the same thing with Purple Rain. When you hear a song from the Purple Rain album, you will probably picture that moment in the movie. That's how I made my selection. So I wasn't necessarily locked into it. It had to be a musical. It had to be an animated musical. It had to be a movie with good songs. Because, of course, I came across things like I did do a quick check on like the top 10 musical soundtracks. I looked at the list just so I had like a baseline to compare, but I didn't like none of the shit they picked. Maybe because I don't listen to none of that, but also because like I don't think I'd seen all those movies, which was an indication for me right there.
I know they probably had shit on there like Footloose.
But see, Footloose was actually like I had to strike it off the list. It made the list under consideration, but it got taken off the list.
I fuck with Kenny Loggins, but not white Kenny Loggins.
I need Patti LaBelle doing a duet Kenny Loggins.
You know what I'm saying? I need Kenny Loggins when he's trying to be Michael McDonald. Wait, but I need Kenny Loggins when he's trying to be Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all sound the same.
That Kenny Loggins I like.
Nah. Kenny Loggins.
No, yeah, Kenny Loggins is different. That's right.
I will suggest everybody go YouTube the Doobie Brothers and Kenny Loggins at the Redwoods singing What a Fool Believes.
Yes.
I ain't know we had it like that for a long time.
Yo,
I grew up when Kenny Loggins was already like Highway to the Danger. I'm like, I ain't trying to hear none of this.
Kenny Loggins is still kind of yacht rock. See, I like yacht rock.
But see, I didn't know anything about Kenny Loggins until after he had gone full white man movie soundtrack Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
So I had to go back way after, and I didn't even know some of the stuff I was listening to was Kenny Loggins. Because he didn't sound like Danger Zone Kenny Loggins.
Right. But if you recall, I posted in our chat not too long ago the song that was it T-Pain? No, not T-Pain. What tip of the tongue. Thundercat, Michael McDonald, and Kenny Loggins.
Yeah, show you the way.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that song.
When I tell you, that's that shit.
Oh wow!
If you haven't heard it, go and find it.
I'm not. Thank you. That is a good recommendation.
Thank you.
All right.
Jeff.
So what are we? So here we go. We got 2 guaranteed, right? Purple
Do
Rain
we have 2
and
guaranteed
The
or
Wiz.
3 guaranteed?
What else are we putting up there? What was the third one?
Well, we definitely said Purple Rain and we said Lion King.
And The Wiz. So we saying The Lion King? Because here was the thing. So I didn't do animated because here was the thing. I didn't do categories. I literally just did it by the idea of I picked soundtracks that were songs that I would listen to, that I felt like I looked at them as albums. Like, would I play that album? How much replayability does that album have?
Burn Gully.
So mostly that's what I picked. So that's why it's like I know, I have the 5 heartbeats. That's why I got, Above the Rim, or I got New Jack City, because those were albums.
I like your scores. I like those as scores. Everything you've picked so far, I like as scores. Because Lord of the Rings, again, is another one of those that falls into the same category as like Star Wars, where it's mostly the score because it's like impactful. It hits you, you feel it. It's motivating. It does all the things.
Yeah, music that sets the scene.
But I'm not just going to be like walking around listening to Lord of the Rings soundtrack.
And I'm not, and I love it. I absolutely love those movies. I'm a talking stand all
now, mind
day.
you, I've done video game Halo soundtrack. I've done I have 2 of those songs on my playlist, and it's like one is a choir that's singing it, and they're doing like the chanting before the drums come in, and another one is actually just like the electronic version of it.
But yeah, that's a score.
This is crazy.
He is having a good time.
He is like so spoiled.
So I guess okay. Can I go? Do we have 3 for Lion King? Do I got 3 for Lion King? I'm just saying.
So
I got 2.
What are all the choices that are left?
Okay, so based on the list that we have,
so
we
no
have Waiting
Saturday
to
Night Fever.
Hold on.
Yeah,
We have
right.
Waiting to Exhale.
Yes.
We have Lion King. Both of those already have 2 votes.
Correct. Those are the
Goofy Movie and 5 Heartbeats each have a single vote. Star Wars and Black Panther each have a single vote. Above the Rim, Armageddon, Scott Pilgrim, and Saturday Night Fever. Each of those have a single vote. Based on this list, because my Star Wars ain't gonna make it, I'm fine with that. I was already prepared to let my Star Wars go. So what are you doing? Okay. I will go. See, and this is where it gets challenging because it's like, do I go Scott Pilgrim or do I go Saturday Night Fever?
Go Saturday Night Fever. I feel like I'd rather see.
But when I tell you just
Saturday
as a
Night
movie,
Fever
but when I tell you
over.
as a movie, I like Scott Pilgrim so much more. And the music that's in Scott Pilgrim is again a little bit more integral to the movie, whereas the music that's in Saturday Night Fever is just a standalone dope ass CD. Those were just good songs.
I feel like Scott Pilgrim is kind of niche. Yeah. It's not really mainstream enough. I feel like Saturday Night Fever is iconic. More mainstream. And I'm willing to vote for that. I have not. Actually, I think I did watch Scott Pilgrim, and it didn't make a big impression on me. So,
a lot of foolishness.
There you go.
This one I'm gonna say about Saturday Night Fever. Now, this is not to disparage the Bee Gees in any way. I mess with those Australian brothers. Hey, what y'all did, the harmonies, the songwriting, I mean, amazing, right? But to me, Saturday Night Fever is a major culprit in the black erasure in the disco movement. So there are times where, like, even if some, like how Sam earlier was like, I mean, you think about disco, Saturday Night Fever is like the quintessential album. In my mind, I'm like, I think more about Donna Summer personally.
Donna Summers.
But you're not wrong in that being the like more commonplace mindset. So I definitely think like I wouldn't be opposed to it being on the list, but my Kofi would be talking to me if I didn't bring that point up, just as a point of reason why it didn't because like all those Bee Gees songs that y'all are talking about, I just know them as Bee Gees songs. I don't personally connect them with the movie, except for Staying Alive, because everybody's seeing him walking down the street with them paint cans. But that's when I turned the movie off, because I was like, I don't want to listen to his family just yell at him about wanting to dance at a club. Like, do something with your life, man. You can dance at the club, but do something with your life too. But I'm willing, I think after hearing all the options, I'm willing to extend my vote to I'm willing to take away my Goofy Movie vote. I know that's not going to make any traction. I'm not going to be upset if Lion King makes his list, because I think that, if we're talking about the general populace, it's probably what needs to go. Man, turn the camera off and did not
turn the camera off, let the mic on. Turn the camera off, let the mic on.
So for the general public,
yeah,
this isn't water. My bad. I'm sorry.
No,
that's hilarious. So okay. Well, that would put 3 on Lion King. which would
And
put
I'm
Lion
saying on
King
Waiting to Exhale.
as the third one. Now you gave up Goofy Movie to put on Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm scratching out and making the adjustments as we go. So that gives us I'm listing it as 4 on Purple Rain and 4 on The Wiz because everybody agreed those two are good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see out of all of these that we listed, I Waiting to Exhale is the question mark for me.
So black women.
Don't even do it. Oh, fuck out.
Why you do him like that?
That's where I draw the line.
Wow.
Why you do him like that? Oh my!
Wow.
Oh,
Comment section.
that hurt my heart.
That
hurt my heart.
lit.
I just want you to know. But also clip that. Both
Wow.
things. Both things can be true. Like that's crazy. Like ooh, soul food.
Wow, Soul Food was dope.
Was good.
Soul Food, yeah.
And
Soul
that
Food
is
soundtrack was good.
Holy shit!
That is
wow,
a good call, Ant.
That was dope.
Damn.
So is the only hang up on Waiting to Exhale because Babyface was lying?
No, it wasn't.
That's not.
No, look, he was only lying because I wasn't willing to do what the song said.
Right. You was making him a liar.
Coming to see you as soon as I get home from work. Sorry, I'm not doing that. But yeah, it was.
See, I could go with.
I was skipping down the street like Arthur.
Look, real talk. Since I got the Wiz and I got Purple Rain, obviously I gave up Star Wars, and you know what I'm saying. Like I would give up Lion King, but my question is, will I give up Lion King for Waiting to Exhale? And that's where the question comes in because it's not even about representation at this point. It's just which of these two am I more likely to listen to? Am I going to listen to the Lion King soundtrack or the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack? And honestly, I feel like I would more likely listen to the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack over the Lion King soundtrack. And because of that, I
will acknowledge if I had to choose between the two, I would also go with Waiting to Exhale over Lion King. Even though I recognize the importance of Lion King, but I would go with Waiting to Exhale over Lion King.
No. It's not even about importance. It's just about musical preference. And I'm going to go with Waiting to Exhale.
But if you took Lion King off, what would you put on that you won't have a consensus on?
And now, was that the Saturday Night Fever job?
See, now I would say if I was not doing Lion King at all, I had Saturday Night Fever as a honorable mention.
Look,
because we're grown people.
Look, this is what I will say though. As
I'm good with Waiting to Exhale.
The ability to make songs that children find infectious is also an important thing to me of why I definitely felt like animation needed to be represented, because the music in Disney movies is such a huge part of the storytelling device. Honestly, the fact, I mean, they're the reason why musicals are the modern template for animated movies and things of that nature. So I feel like advocating for animation as a whole within that, Lion King is probably the one that is the most wide reaching in terms of the number of people who is impacted positively, the people who enjoy it. It definitely, it don't go away. Jason Weaver's still eating off Lion King. So
right.
It hasn't left the cultural
you give up
zeitgeist.
Waiting to Exhale for Lion King?
Hell no.
But my thing was right. I thought Purple Rain, Waiting to Exhale, and Lion King were on the list because they all got more than one vote.
We had Purple Rain, The Wiz.
Oh, The Wiz.
Yeah.
It was Purple Rain and The Wiz.
I'm putting my Goofy
And Lion
movie
King.
vote.
I mean, if we're going with just off the votes, if we're going, but as Teresa's saying, if we're going based off just what the votes are, those would be the 4. Waiting to Excel, Purple Rain, Lion King, and The Wiz.
Do we have a universal consensus? It's 4 of us on here. Do we have a universal consensus to be Purple Rain, The Wiz, Waiting to Exhale, and Lion King?
For me,
that's 1. Teresa.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
RG.
Well, there you go. I'm gonna go with the flow. I mean, I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm going with the flow. Look, it's 2.
That is our
2.5. It's 2 points.
No.
2.5.
Let me tell you, the whole point of a Mount Geekmore.
So unless you say no,
put your person out there and make the mountain. Right. I'm not finna cave for y'all. I'm gonna just throw it out there. I'm not caving for y'all.
What do you got? The
only thing I gave up. Look, Purple Rain, The Wiz, and Waiting to Exhale all made the list. The only thing I gave up was Star Wars.
And you knew you weren't gonna get Star Wars.
I knew I wasn't gonna get Star Wars. I'm happy. I'm good. I said The Bodyguard because when she said Waiting to Exhale, I said you got one, I got the other.
So it would have been, the option would have been Waiting to Exhale over Saturday Night Fever.
All day.
Waiting to Exhale would have been the only one that would have been okay. I got you.
So I had, and that's why I wrote everything down. I actually had on my list, I had Lion King. So getting Lion King is not a problem for me. That was on my list. The Wiz was on my list. Purple Rain was on my list. Waiting to Exhale was the alternate against The Bodyguard. I had The Bodyguard. I had Waiting to Exhale. Somebody said Waiting to Exhale. I had The Bodyguard, just so we would have one of those 2.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right.
So I have no problem with Waiting to Exhale being accepted. The only one I was really giving up was Star Wars, which, as Teresa said, I knew I wasn't going to get Star Wars.
Gotcha.
That was my freebie.
Dark horse.
My honorable mention was Saturday Night Fever because as a standalone, we not even going to play with this like it ain't the shit. Saturday Night Fever is in a category by itself. My alternates were Friday and The Bodyguard in case I couldn't use Star Wars. Gotcha. If you had said no to Star Wars, I would have put The Bodyguard in and would have just made it complicated from there. In which case, I would have gave up The Bodyguard for Waiting to Exhale.
Understood. All right. Well, then, Sam, please do me a favor. You are our resident accountant right now, so you have the votes over there. Please let us know as far as Grown A Geeks. What is the official ruling for our top 5 greatest
tonight for our Mount Geekmore movie soundtracks? We have Purple Rain, The Wiz, Waiting to Exhale, and The Lion King. That is our Mount Geekmore of movie soundtracks. We ask, of course, that you put your comments below. Let us know what your top 4 movie soundtracks are going to be. Now, notice we did not take scores into account. We only looked for movies that had a definable movie soundtrack. If the score is a part of the definable movie soundtrack, then by all means, we will allow it and we're good for it. But whatever 4 movies you want to put in, make that your selection. Drop it in the comments. Let us know. We're curious and we want to see what you think. Let us know what you like. Let us know where you are. Of course, don't forget, like, subscribe, share, tell people about the channel. Let everybody know where we are. We are Grown A Geeks, and you can actually, let's see, you know what? RG.
I got this.
I know. You got the magic square tonight.
Boom.
You got it. So that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. You got the Magic Square tonight. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. Follow us on all of our different social media platforms. That little QR code will take you to where you can find us. You can find us, of course. Our main page is going to be on our Facebook group, of course, and our Instagram group. We ask that you follow us there, be a part of our conversation. Join us when we do our lives. Talk, let us know. Tell us what you think. Did we have great picks? Who had the best pick tonight? I'm going to throw this up in a vote. We'll put this in the Facebook group as a poll. Teresa says she had the best vote tonight. No question, she had the best group. But
that's what we got to do. We got to put up all of our top 4.
Right. You know what? I'm gonna put it up as a post. I'm gonna put it up as a poll, and I'm gonna list everybody since I got everything here. I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna get some rest, and I'm gonna put this out and throw it in the group to let people tell us what they think. I do want to thank everybody who was joining us tonight and had some comments. The homie Ant, I hope everything was good with the move, man. He's up in Minnesota. You have got to get over to Paisley Park, get pictures, get photos, get video, the whole 9. Send it to me. We just talked about Purple Rain. You're in Minnesota. Make it happen.
For real.
Make it happen.
And go check out that link in my shit. So
yeah,
if you got like $6, you know what I'm saying?
We got Bandcamp. And since tonight was a music episode, Jeff, do me a favor. Tonight is a music episode. Tell everybody where they can find you on SoundCloud, man. Like, where do they need to go on SoundCloud to find your mixes? Because you got some dope ass mixes.
If you want to hear many of my original house music edits, you can go to soundcloud.com/JPNT17. If you would like to hear like DJ mixes, go to Mixcloud, which is a different website than SoundCloud. And then JPNT17. I'm pretty much JPNT17 on everything. So, yeah.
There you go. Self-promoting tonight, baby.
I have on more than one occasion jammed out to some of these mixes, and I want to pull one up. JPNT, so it should pull up. There it is, JPNT 17, Mixcloud. No, I don't think that was you because it doesn't have me follow. It doesn't say I'm following you already. See, that's why y'all have to remember I can only have 2 drinks. There we go. There it is. Okay, so we have the November 22nd Southern Rap Mix. That's an old one, but that is a great one.
I appreciate it.
Let me tell you, that thing is like, I listened to that. When did you have the first art show? Was that last year? Has it been a year since that first art show?
The first art show we had was 3 years ago. This is about to be our 4th one we're doing.
Okay.
Next month.
I heard this one. I heard that album right after that art show. So 3 years ago, and that is the first thing I'm gonna tell y'all to listen to. It is the November 22nd Southern Rap. That Southern Rap Mix. Hey, your boy is from the Dirty, born and raised Crawford Long. That was my shit.
Wow.
That was my shit. I'm going to tell you.
Wow.
And as you've been listening tonight, we are obviously people who know our music. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just throwing shit out there. We know good music. Not just music, but good music. And this collection right here, he's got a great selection of house music. It is fantastic. And the mix that he puts together, it's actually really, really dope. So I want to give a shout out. Make sure to follow mixcloud.com/JPNT17. And of course, there's another one on the SoundCloud. Also, do not forget cashthepro.bandcamp.com, because my man is actually like a legitimate.
Nobody's perfect.
You said Grady, baby. Oh my God. Yeah, you good at Grady.
Oh no, that's the homie.
You good for Grady if you get shot. Grady,
that's the homie
if you
right
get
there.
shot. You get shot,
Georgia
take me
Boy.
to Grady.
Look, his
Any
name
place else, you
says,
take me to Piedmont.
hold on, look.
If I'm
Let
coughing,
me put that back up one more time. His
take me to
name
Piedmont.
says Georgia Boy Ant.
Yeah, there you go.
Look, it don't get no clearer than that. Georgia Boy Ant. He's out there in Minnesota.
Bullshit, acting like I ain't spent all them days at
man. That's
Baptist.
the homie. Hey man, but look, when it's all said and done, I really appreciate everybody being here with me tonight. Another night where I got a chance to talk about a lot of great stuff. We had fun talking about this music, and if nothing else, you know what I'm saying, I got to go back and revisit some of these soundtracks because maybe I didn't give it a fair shot. Maybe I was too focused on the drama in the movie and wasn't listening to the background. Because how did not all of these make my list? I talk about Scott Pilgrim as being one of my favorite movies all the time, and that shit didn't make my list. Come on. Half the movie is music. It should have made my list. And I was really ready to jump in on Scott Pilgrim. Saturday Night Fever, like I said, honorable mention, no question. That was going to be one of the top ones. Above the Rim definitely has some spin in my cassette player back in the day in my Kenwood. Between Above the Rim and the Friday soundtrack, I really thought I was doing some things. But you can actually do all the things and do all the things that we need you to do. Be sure to click that QR code right over there with RG. We hope you've enjoyed everything we've been talking about tonight. We had a great time talking about Mount Geekmore and putting up the music soundtracks from movies over the past couple of years, and it's been a lot of fun. Join us next week. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be talking about. I think since we did this one this week, next week, Jeff, what was?
I got another topic. I'm gonna try to get my boy James to come on here because we've been
James
talking about
Third.
we were talking about some DC stuff and some of his James Gunn acolytes was trying to get on me on Threads. So
you know what? I've been following that.
Really?
I've been following that because James Third. You know what? I do want him on the show. I just want to sit and chit chat with him because he's got a very unique sense of humor, and I like him. And as we was talking about earlier, I want to read Scientists. So it just seems like it would be my cup of tea, and I want to check that out. So I'm gonna get all into that. So yeah, definitely bring him on. But there was another topic we were just talking about.
Movies you see differently through adult eyes.
No, I have that one. No. Next week is going to be, I think next week is going to be a fan casted. We're going to do the rest of the X-Men.
The rest of the X-Men.
Yes.
Yeah. So next week we'll be getting into the rest of the X-Men. We may touch on, depending on how dope this next episode of Lanterns, maybe, but it's not our mid-season yet. So
oh god,
I feel
we
like
go the whole fucking thing. But I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah,
we'll just.
Right? Sorry.
I feel like we'll just wait and do the mid-season review like we normally do. It may get a mid-season. But next week, be sure to check us out, and we're going to be doing our. We'll be doing a fan casted. We got to bring back the regular evergreen episodes. You know what I'm saying? Got to have the regular content. So next week we're going to do a fan casted. The rest of the X-Men. We've got a few people already mentioned. You know, they've announced who's going to be who for the X-Men thus far. We're going to round out the rest of the cast because you can't just introduce these 4 people and say you got an X-Men movie.
That cat is loud.
Right. I was like, nigga, what is wrong with you, bruh? You are okay. Just threw off my whole flow. I was trying to close. Be sure to join us next week. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about it. Make sure they join you and be here with us every Wednesday. We are Grown A Geeks. Get to the right screen because it looks really crazy when I don't be on the right screen and try to close out, and we got to sit here and look dumb for a second. Like, and so we'll get it right. 4, Jeffrey, Teresa, RG, I'm LD Geek Sam, and we